Today's episode is presented by our favorite sponsor. You need to be hydrated. You know where to go. That's A Game. Whether you're at home, at work, in the gym, in the classroom, success means giving nothing less than your best. Your peak performance, your A Game. And now there's a beverage designed to help you bring your best when you need it the most. Terrence, you know you need it the most. You're sweating, you're running, you're jumping, you get dehydrated. You need it. A Game is full of essential vitamins and nutrients to keep your body primed for action. It provides hydration to boost recovery after you've given your all. Bring your A Game, bring your best. Tell the world, bring it on. Shout out A Game. Everybody go check them out at drinkingagame.com.
Morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to the show, what a wonderful delight. Potsy and T.Ross better chop up on the mic. Just sit back, have a laugh, catch a vibe, and enjoy the ride.
Oh, Jesus, you're sick.
I am sick, man, and I'm finally up and running somewhat. I'm a little congested. It's been a week of craziness. Had the flu. It's been a while, I guess, since having the flu. I've had COVID 3 times, but I guess now the flu's back. It's real. It's there. Everybody,
break.
It's out there.
Eat your veggies, everyone.
Yeah, don't be like me. Don't be unvegetable. You're just gonna be flued up,
or you're gonna turn into a vegetable. So
yeah, exactly.
The time is now.
The time is now. You've been on vacation. I've been on vacation in my bed. It's been a rough week for me. You can tell in my throat. Okay, that was a little weird. Where did you end up going? I seen some of your videos on Instagram.
Yeah, we finally ended up getting to travel, right? And like going on a vacay. So this is the first vacay in 2 summers, and we went to St. Bart's, and it's super dope.
Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been there before. We had to fly into San Juan.
I seen the video of the plane landing. That was pretty sweet.
So San Juan, we get there, we changed like this maybe 6-seater plane with the pilots. Tiny thing, very tiny. I mean, my knees are up to my chin. Matthews on my back. Everybody's on top of the suitcase. Like, it's super cramped, and it's an hour flight just right over whatever ocean is out there, right? So we're going. And then you kind of start seeing islands like on our descent. You start seeing the islands up here. But then you look, because I'm sitting behind the pilot. I can look out the front. You look out the front. You see just you're headed straight for an island, bro. And I'm sure we can pull this up like on the YouTube version of this, whatever. But you're flying over this mountain, and there's a really big hill. You got to land on the other side of the hill. But it's such a steep drop that like you have to do like one last like drop on the way in, right? But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is you only have about like maybe 250 yards of like land before it runs straight into the ocean.
Yeah.
So it was a crazy experience. It was actually a lot easier than the first time we traveled. The first time we traveled to St. Bart's, we took a ferry, and the ferry's huge.
Yeah.
And that was like almost like 2 hours. But bro, scary. It was 10 times as scary as the plane. Like with the plane.
You're scared of ferries?
With the plane, it's quick, and all you gotta do is worry about the drop. And then it's such a quick thing, you don't even think about it. But bro, the ferry is like you feel like you're stuck on the middle of the ocean on this freaking tilty ass. And bro, and I mean the chop is so bad that like I was literally falling asleep in the fucking like where I was sitting in the boat, and we hit like a wave and like tipped. It woke me out of my sleep, but I was screaming, not screaming, but I like yelled. I yelled awake. Yes, one of them. Everybody looked at me because this is a big thing. Like there was cars on and everything, but I screamed. My bags fell. Everybody was looking at me like it's your first time on a ferry. So I was like, I'll never do it again. And it was for 2.5 hours, bro.
What was it? Are we talking like a South American ferry, or are we talking like a one that you hop on in Seattle type thing?
Yeah. It was a big speed ferry. So it was like, so imagine like a giant catamaran, but it's like a ferry.
Yeah.
And then I was on there. It was just so choppy, bro. And I was getting so seasick, and I was just terrified that like we're gonna tip over and I'm gonna be swimming for my life. But it was cool, bro. Like that was St. Bart's was fun. Like all we did was hang out on the beach and chill.
Hey, quick note. So have you been seeing the flight simulator things on TikTok?
No.
You haven't seen people playing these flight simulators? It's like, I don't know why it's in my algorithm, but like where like people are playing the flight simulators and they're landing.
I have the game on my phone, but not ever played.
No, but like people have like legit setups. I was looking into it, like about getting like a flight simulation thing, but they like it was funny because I seen your post of you guys landing and it just reminded me of all the TikToks I've seen of people playing the actual game, and they're landing like 747s on runways that are like as small as like you were landing on. Dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I went through a phase where I played that game. I think I might actually still have it on my phone, but I played that game. I'm landing 747s, crop dusters, all types of different planes. It's I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I caught myself watching someone on Twitch the other day. I was like, "What am I doing?"
Twitch to me. Here's my hot take on Twitch. Twitch is, remember that program NK Ultra?
Yeah.
Well, I think they finalized it and it came out in the form of TikTok because, like, bro, it's unreal how like addicting TikTok is, bro. It's so not convincing, but it just has such a way of like just manipulating your brain and rewiring your how you think, bro. It's crazy. People, I don't know why people don't think. Yeah, it's like it knows what you like. It's an algorithm built specifically for you. So like, if you don't think that's not like, I don't want to say brainwashing.
AI,
no, it's AI. But if you don't think that's brainwashing, I don't know what it is. And I know a lot of people get turned off by the way the saying of like brainwashing, but
I mean, we're all
it's also it just conditions our brains to think a different way. Like think of every social media app the same way. Just like it's trying to keep you hooked on this app. Like I can't go through a day without opening 10 apps a day. Yeah. So it's just like you have to feel like Apple is a huge fucking
it's like a brainwash, and then it's like data. It's
no,
like,
for sure. It's crazy
like
how
the main thing. It's the main thing. It's like understanding the consumer at like that.
What was that? What was that Netflix documentary about
Social dilemma?
The social dilemma. Jesus Lord.
It makes you think about it. It makes you think about it, like like in the social dilemma where they're like, all right, we got to activate them. Like hit this, and then like I'll be thinking about that, like
that's me.
Oh, my phone.
That's me.
Get away! Don't do it,
bro. I watched that movie and I was like trying so hard for the next 2 days to put my phone down. Be like, okay, I need to get off of this.
Yeah.
3 months goes by. I don't even remember.
It's like you put it in.
It's already too late. It's like they tell us what they did to us after the fact. It's like, all right, it's too late. I'm hooked.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'll put this in this drawer over here, and then you're just like looking at the drawer, like
never, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, that whole family is crazy.
What So how was St. Bart's? Like, what'd you do? Just chill by the water? I seen you were getting some food.
Yeah, no. So we went to this place called Nikki Beach. Nikki Beach is just like a nice little. It's like club Nikki Beach. Yeah, so it's like a club venue type thing. But it's on the beach. So we're chilling. Got like some beds to lay on, alcohol,
that's nice. Comfy,
champagne, whatever, food. But it was cool because like it was so hot, you could just run right into the water. The water's crystal clear, super warm too. Like
any fishes? Like, you see anything cool?
So, bro, when we came here the first time, we went to some place where we went snorkeling and stuff, and there was tons of fish. I mean, like fish all over the place. 2 years later, there's no fish, and you know what they're saying? So we were like, well,
climate change.
Fish. No, they weren't saying the climate change. They said it was the pandemic. The pandemic was what really affected everything. It's because when the pandemic happened, a lot of people just started going fishing. They start taking up all the fish. They killed the ecosystem. Not killed the ecosystem, but they made they hurt it. And so now like all the fish have had to go away from the island to get like whatever they need. That takes everything. I mean, there's still sea turtles. We saw a lot of sea turtles, a lot of sea turtles.
It's interesting though. Like
it's cool. I mean,
it's interesting how that happens though. Like, people,
bro.
A lot of things like happened like that during the pandemic. Like a lot of people started going outside, like doing a lot more outdoorsy stuff because that's all we could do.
Walks
and
walks. Everybody's just like, I'm just gonna go walk all of a sudden. I'm like, I get it, bro. We've been in the house for too long.
Oh my gosh, that's unreal.
It took a toll on everything out there, but it was cool though, man. But the entire week, I'm always like my whole algorithm for TikTok and Instagram now are filled up with like sharks, beaches, and like snorkeling stuff. Like I don't know, I've been on like a Shark Week binge type of thing where I've just been watching a whole bunch of people interact with sharks. Not even getting bit by sharks, but like been legit just interact. Like I found this page last night on YouTube, and it's just like this guy who just all he does is take his drone and he films great whites off the coast of like Southern California, everywhere from like LA to like San Jose.
Yeah.
And bro, unreal. So like when you're on the water, you really can't see much around you. You probably have like a 5-foot radius of how much you can see, and you really can't see that far above.
Especially in the Pacific, or
Well,
like
yeah.
especially like in Cali, it's not clear.
Well, no. So there's some no. So like the further you get away from the water, the more you can see down to the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So he's filming all these great whites in like 10, 15, 20 feet proximity of like people, but like he's noticing that like they're just they're not even really like, especially with surfers, like there's and they're only juvenile great whites, like there were smaller great whites, not really like the adults. So the younger ones come and they hang out by the shallows just because it's like they said it was like better oxygen quality for whatever.
Yeah.
But they hang around and they're so used to people now that like, bro, they interact. They had a thing they call it it's like something interactive where like if it was based on if the surfer saw the shark and reacted and that made the shark react, or if it was like now these two people like I like the environment is come so close to people that now they're just so normal, like they're so used to them that they just swim around them. They don't react to shark or they don't react to surfers. Like they leave them alone. Like they know what it is. But sometimes they get curious and they always like kind of they'll
bump them
around
or whatever.
They won't even bump them. They'll just be like 10 feet away because the people don't see them, bro. You can't see that far and see that deep when you're on that board. So like people don't even notice that these sharks are literally 9-foot, 8-foot sharks or 5-10 foot away from people in the shallow waters. And the thing that the guy that runs the YouTube page, he's created like such a fan following that now like he has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, that he has a drone that's like noticeable and it has like shark teeth on it. So now when people see this drone getting close to the water, they start looking around them because now they're like, oh, okay, there's a shark there or whatever. But like people don't trip anymore. So it's a crazy like everything that we see of sharks is just them about like eating, attacking, always looking for food, blood hunter, like all that crazy stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
but seeing this, like seeing the way this guy's filmed hundreds of hours of like sharks, you see them in a different light that you like. It almost makes me like I'm not. It takes that fear. Yeah, it takes that fear.
Yeah,
away.
I mean,
so it's a crazy interaction because I never thought of sharks of just like super calm and chill because you always see them as like tearing somebody apart or tearing something apart. So it's just two different narratives that you get from like wherever you get your shark information. But
well, I mean, like shark stuff, it's similar to like everything, like with animals and like their habitats, how they get smarter, they start to evolve of like how understanding what their food and prey is, because like they always say that's why like sharks will hit something once and then they can tell right away, is it worth my time to eat it, because they don't want to burn energy eating stuff. Like that's why they like seals, because they can tell right away, oh, this is fat, I'm gonna eat it right away.
So you guys can go to this guy's page on YouTube. His name is called The Malibu Artist, and he literally has like hundreds of thousands of views. What's
his name?
The Malibu Artist.
The Malibu Artist. Shout him out. The Malibu Artist. Go check him out.
It's because like I've never seen sharks like this, bro. And when I mean like there was literally a family of like it was like a mom and dad. They had a 10-year-old kid, and then the dad was paddleboarding, the mom was kayaking with the baby, and then the daughter was like kayaking by herself next to him. And there's a 10-foot shark, literally 10 feet from him. And this guy just has his drone like shooting over the shark. They notice the drone. They look around and they notice the shark. But the family was super chill about it, bro. Like they didn't do anything. They just huddled up together and they just looked. And then the shark eventually just swam around them a few times and it just swam off. Like it was not like anything that I thought it was going to be. But he said most of the interactions he sees with people, it's that. Like they know what we are. They'll observe us and then they'll swim off. Like, and it makes me that much more comfortable to get into the water because, bro, I be tripping about sharks. You heard about the dude in Australia that got ripped apart?
Yeah, wasn't there a video of it?
Yeah, bro, I did.
Yeah, I saw that.
Saw that on Reddit. It was wild, bro. I can't. That's a freak accident. I want to know what triggered him to be a victim in that case. Like that shark came out of nowhere and just bit him, and then it was probably after he bit him, he probably was like, "Hey, he's bleeding."
Well, I mean, it's kind of like anything, man. Like you can go get in a really bad car accident driving down the street. You can,
for sure.
You can go in like the water and get bit by a shark if you do something. But I think for me, like I get scared. Like it's just you're just in a wide open vast of water and you're just by yourself and you feel very isolated when you're in the ocean. Yeah, you feel very isolated in the ocean. Like
Because that's the other thing. Like when I'm on a boat, you feel way more comfortable because you're 5-6 feet up above the water and you can see like 20, 30 feet around you. When you're in the water, bro, you're up to your neck and you can literally only see what's in front of your face.
Yeah.
So like that,
and you feel things like, I mean, like,
oh my God, seaweed on my feet. I'd rather get bit by a shark. Like I'd rather get bit by a shark than feel seaweed on my toes or something slime. Like, oh God, bro.
Dude,
that makes me panic, and that's when I know I'm like, get out of the water, Ross. Get out.
Oh man.
But I'm an excellent swimmer. We both know this. Like,
I'm a good swimmer too.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. We've been to the Bahamas. We were snorkeling that one time in Bahamas.
All day.
Like we were fish. Like it was crazy.
I was a fish. I turned pink. I was fucking.
You turned to a lobster. That was not.
We were in the water a lot though. Saw barracuda. That was cool.
That was scary.
That was, and it wasn't even that big. And people are like, "What'd you guys see? A shark?" And we're like, "A barracuda." They're like, "Oh,
but bro, it had, the teeth on that thing, bro."
Yeah.
Okay, let's be realistic. How big was that barracuda? Because I remember it being at least
it was pretty big. It was pretty big.
It would have been a huge fish.
It was probably like 2 feet, and it was like its teeth. Its
and that's
teeth
why I was like, I don't have teeth like that.
It had an underbite. It had an underbite, and so
I saw
really.
I know how it goes down.
It was funny because like we had been swimming looking for stuff, and like where we were on the beach was like, I mean, the water was pretty much fully clear, but as you got out a little bit, there was a little bit of seaweed.
Yeah,
and I remember we were kind of going through it, and then boom, it was right there. I was like,
and they started getting a little murky.
And I was just like, and then we popped out of the water, and then we swam back like pretty fast, and everybody's like, "Did you guys see a shark?" And we're like, "Oh, it's a barracuda." And then people were like, whatever, screw you guys. We want to see a shark."
Sure. Bro, I was with Matty. So me and Matty took the kids to the Bahamas. Like I think actually right before our last St. Bart's trip, ended up seeing a shark. A lemon shark. We took like this little janky ass boat to go around the island somewhere. The dude said he knew where it was a good place to see sea turtles and snorkel, bro. So janky. We go against the wind. We're going against chop in a little ass like bubble boat. And then he's like, "Yeah, just get off right here and jump in." I'm like, "What?" And of course, Matty, being the Croatian Yugoslavian water princess that she is, she jumps right in. So I jump into. I'm scared. I'm looking around. I see like a little lemon shark in the distance. Freaked me the fuck out. Ran right back to the boat, and when she saw me get back, she's like, "What happened? What happened?" I was like, saw a shark. I'm ready to go. So that was like my closest experience, and I wish I would have stayed and been cool because I mean I don't think that thing would have fucked me up or nothing, but he would have if he chose to. But I think just be cool. But I bitched out.
Speaking of other sharks, great trial on our hands right now with the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
Jesus Lord.
Obviously it's been social media gold. Everyone's taking the clips, the lawyers, even like the other friends of them, man, are hilarious that they bring on trial.
So the whole time in St. Bart's, my wife has been watching this Johnny Depp trial from start to finish, bro. She can give you the list of the butlers, the drivers, the name of the lawyers. Like I was watching, I just in the background here listening to this thing the entire time, bro. It's out of control.
So basically, let's just give the audience. I mean, if you don't know, it's basically Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. They were married. Johnny's basically suing her for defamation, right?
Defamation.
Defamation. I'm sorry, my head's a little slow. Defamation. Basically just slandering him. I think what is he suing her for, like $50 million?
Like $50 million, which she does not have.
Which who?
She does not have.
No. She's done well. She's done well.
Oh no.
I'm saying no.
For years, but keep going.
No. I'm just saying she's done well as an actress. Not obviously fit to give $50 million to Johnny. But what do you say? Did she not have a decent career?
No. So a few years ago, or like a year ago, actually, maybe a year and some change, it came out that like. Because they were going through this whole divorce, and she was trying to get a whole bunch of alimony from Johnny, and she's trying to like list her expenses, like how much she needs per month to live on. I think it was like somewhere in the range of like $700,000, but she was like she only made like $1 million or something, like $1.5 million or something crazy. Like she was living well outside her means, and she was trying to use that for Johnny. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's coming. Like his background, and he said something like he got her last movie she was in, which was an Aquaman. He got her that role.
And I thought she got $10 million for that though.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. But Johnny's made a lot of money.
Johnny's made 650 million. He's made 650 million, and they say he's net worth's around 100 right now.
I heard he blew 650 million.
Well, yeah, and he had some financial advisor
That
stuff to
took a lot
happen.
of.
Yeah.
I no, but also too though, bro. He also lives crazy, bro. So my wife was telling me because she was listening to like the depositions.
He's insane.
He has butlers. He has 3-4 assistants. He has like a ton of different properties. Like he spends just like stupid, bro. So it's crazy. That will rack up over a while.
Well, he's been on top of having obviously fraud happen to him and stuff like that, and then you never think it's going to end. Obviously, he's in one of the biggest series of all time with the Pirates of the Caribbean. He's made hundreds of millions on that.
Oh yeah, easy.
But yeah, so they get into they've been getting into this trial, and the biggest thing that has had the biggest thing that's on this trial is she took a shit in his bed
and blamed it on the cat or the dog.
Well, so
oh my jeez.
Yeah, so she's trying to come up with excuses. So she was pissed at Johnny. She took a dump in his bed. And then the funniest thing is when Johnny is on the stand and he hears her, he's explaining how he hears her talking to her friend on the phone, and he calls the shit a grumpy.
A grumpy?
You didn't see this, bro?
No.
Oh my gosh! I wish we could. You got to pull it up. I wish we could pull it up in the episode. We'll have to cut it in. But
we'll TikTok it.
He goes. If you listen to Johnny Depp talk, he sounds like Jack Sparrow drunk on the stage. It's just he talks very in a theatrical way,
Always.
So he's talking about this. He's like, yes, I hear her on the phone talking with her friend about how she took a grumpy in my bed.
bro,
he called it a grumpy, bro. Who says that?
Is this a real trial, bro?
I don't know, bro, but it's it literally sounds drunk. It was the funniest thing I ever heard, bro.
I don't know, bro. It feels like it's after it's done and completed, they're gonna be like, and thank you for watching the new hip show called Trial and Error. I don't know what it is. This doesn't seem real.
She seems. I mean, they're obviously she seems crazy, and obviously he is Johnny Depp.
So, do you know about the whole her and Elon Musk thing?
Yeah, I was reading some stuff on that this morning.
So apparently they had Johnny. He claims that they had an affair while they were together. That Elon Musk, why the smartest man in the world is dealing with Amber Heard, I'll never understand. But they had some type of dealing. She actually had, it gets weirder because he froze some of his, it seems like he might be the sperm donor to her baby that she had last year.
Who, Elon?
Yes.
That is insane.
Yeah, so Amber Heard has a baby.
Yeah. Actually, I did see this. I saw
she was a surrogate, but it was supposedly from Elon, and then text messages were revealed between the two about it's some weird romantic love thing where he's like, hey, I've always had feelings for you, and even though if you never leave, Johnny is like, I can hire security for you 24/7, just let me know. It's just being very weird and chivalrous, and
Elon's weird.
Absolutely. But it's just this whole thing is getting super weird, and I just can't wait to see the FX TV show that they make about this in 6 years. Because I mean, there's so much that makes this thing the trial seems like an absolute joke. The lawyers are goofballs.
The friends on the stand, bro, they're laughing. People are bro. There's a lot of
Johnny
laughing.
flirting with the other lawyer. It's just getting out of control, bro. I don't even know what it's the best thing on TV right now.
It really is, bro. It's like Judge Judy, Judge Joe Brown mixed everything on TV, bro. And
Amber Heard is for sure crazy though.
Yeah. And did you see the video? I mean, bro, did you see the video that
cry?
Did you see the video of her that she tried to take a Johnny at the house when he was mad about his mom just died or something, and then she tried to set her phone up this,
God.
and Johnny's it's I think it was pretty early in the morning, and he's already hammered, and he comes over, and he literally, bro, it's just like Jack Sparrow. He walks over, grabs the wine, dumps it into a huge mason jar. He's this much.
Oh my God.
And then he's like, "Are you recording me?" And then he grabs the phone, and the next thing you know, he just like chucks it. And like, bro, it's insane, bro. It's insane.
I can't wait to. You know how they just did the Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson story?
Yeah.
That wasn't even as funny as what's going on is now.
No,
bro,
that was like serious.
Oh my god, this is gonna be great. I didn't realize how big of a scandal that was back in the day until
it was.
I didn't realize it until because I'm thinking maybe they're gonna dramatize it, but yeah, I mean, it's so weird how much we're watching so many of these, like they're making so many stories of like things that happened in the past. Everything from this Laker dynasty to the Pam Anderson thing. Do you remember the O.J. Simpson thing with Cuba Gooding Jr.? Like that was great.
Yeah,
like that really kind of sparked that whole thing. So
it's funny because like documentaries are obviously, especially with the pandemic, documentaries have gotten very like
popular,
very popular, and so now like we're speeding up that process. It's not like we're not waiting 10 to 15 years. No, it's like we're trying to. We want more. We want more. Like
Kanye randomly comes out with the documentary about his entire life.
Yeah,
just this past few months. I'm just like, no, what the fuck is going on? Is everybody gonna make a documentary? Like, I want one. Can somebody film me? Do I have a documentary in the works that I don't even know about right now? Is my wife recording all of our conversations? Like,
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to think, like, especially back then, before, like, obviously now with like how easy it is to record things, like people that followed people like that, like the Kanye thing, like to do all that for that long a time, and then finally get like a huge you get a huge payday or a huge, like, you know, all this actually, because at the start of it you got to be thinking like what is this going to be, like, you know what I mean?
What is this going to story got crazy, like out of this world. So like it's he had like lightning in a bottle, and he pretty much, you know, held on to it, and now boom. I mean, I watched it. It was okay, but it just like Kanye, it starts off normal and you just go somewhere you're probably not expecting. So
did you see obviously the Kim Kardashian stuff with the Roblox?
With the Roblox, dude, that was hilarious, bro.
Her crying face had me dying. I'm like, dude,
we all know that Kim has the most infamous crying face of all time, like one of them. Yeah, like her Jordan.
Her son is like, and then like, did you see the video recently? So her son saw that she had a sex tape. Well, he doesn't even know what it is. He just sees it. It said Kim Kardashian.
But did you see his reaction where he clicked that? He was like, look, and then looked at her and then swiped up, and his face was like, that was a little bit of Kanye in him. Like, I was like, bro, relax, okay, relax. Read the vibe of the room. Like, it's not appropriate. You can't be talking about your mom's sex tape in front of everybody. Like, that's.
And then did you see Kanye show up with that whole suitcase of the full sex tape? And then now that basically saying he has the full unseen footage, and then Ray J just came out and said this is all bullshit.
Bro, just if I'm gonna listen to anybody, it's gonna be Ray J. But at the same time, just release it, bro. Just release it. We already seen the first one. Like, just release it. Just let it go. Like, it doesn't matter at this point.
You're already a billionaire. You're a freaking billionaire.
Like, nobody's gonna care. You know how everything is. You're gonna be trending. You can get canceled, and then it's like, well, no, you can get canceled and be out for a really long time. But like, when you go viral and something embarrassing happens to you, all you really gotta do is wait maybe a week, 2-3 weeks.
As long as it's not like super serious, it's gonna be gone.
But if it's always a joke on you, like, people are not gonna trip. Like, they'll get over it, and then you'll be fine.
They're on to the next thing. There'll be something else within.
Absolutely, and that's the beauty of it. Like, it sucks when it's your turn, the spotlight's on you, but it blows over as quickly as it arrives. So
would you Elon Musk finally looks like he's buying Twitter.
He bought Twitter. What is he gonna buy next? What does that mean for Twitter? Like, he's not gonna.
So he's taking it private. So now that means that, like, you know, like when it's public, it's not, there's like a board, there's all that, like, now it's private. Like, they can control everything. Like, that's the whole thing. He wants the freedom of speech. Like, they're censoring people on Twitter, and that was the reason why. And it's funny because, like, people think it's all politics, but like he said, he's like, I want what I'm doing is trying to equally piss off the people on the far right and equally piss off the people on the far left, because you should be able to say whatever you want. It's crazy on Twitter because you can literally see porn on Twitter. You can see people getting their head chopped off, but then someone talks about something specifically and they get their tweets deleted. You're like,
that is a little weird.
That's ridiculous. Like, I've seen the craziest shit on Twitter, and I'm like, what the? And then
like this shouldn't be on here.
This should not be on here. And then you like someone says something politically or whatever, and they get kicked off or talked like whatever. Like it's just like, and so it's interesting because you see a lot of people like, oh, I'm leaving Twitter now, blah blah. But I mean,
bye. But at the same time, it's
every company that Elon's bought has or done anything with has exponentially grown.
skyrocketed.
So it doesn't matter.
For sure.
Do you know that he was like the start like PayPal?
I did hear something about that.
Yeah, that was one of the like companies he first started.
He got into,
and like made it massive and made his money, and that's what he bought, like Tesla and all that, did all that stuff with.
Yeah, bro.
So I mean,
a lot of people think he invented Tesla, which is a misconception. He actually bought Tesla.
Yeah,
it was a whole.
But I mean, obviously, he made it. It was very like it wasn't
small, but
it wasn't like
he made it to what it is today.
Yeah,
for sure, 100%. Can't blame.
He's an unbelievable person, man. He's
Elon. Buy our podcast.
Tesla, we're SpaceX. Send us to space.
We'll put a podcast on space. We'll do a broadcast in there.
Just
send us there.
Last thing, I know we haven't talked about much sports, but have you watched any playoffs?
Oh yeah, big time, bro. This is the most exciting the NBA has been since before Toronto won the championship. Like Toronto literally did away with all those super teams and all the people teaming up. Not that doesn't happen, but not to that extent. Like where you have 4 or 5 all-stars on one team. Like they kind of, granted, they had a lot of things go their way, but they literally ended all of that. And since then, the NBA has been closer in games than it has been in the last 5-6 years, just because we know that, Steph's team's not going to the finals and LeBron's not going to the finals every year. So
Steph's team might.
Well, no, for sure. But at the same time, this is the closest it's been between everybody. Everybody thought that the Nets were going just because they had Kyrie and KD. And
that's insane to me. That's insane to me.
So
that's insane to me.
The balance of the field is much more equal than it's been a long time. 3 teams got eliminated last night.
Dude, did you see the Mavs game?
Yeah.
He had a wide open shot, and he just hit like three tough ones, and he shot fakes. Great play. It was a great play.
Bro.
Boom.
He just shorted it.
Alligator arms.
I mean, so that's the thing, though. Like, right? So the Hawks, they almost 2 games from going to the finals last year. They
got wiped up. Miami looks pretty good.
They went
Celtics look good.
Celtics, and they got bounced last year. Like it's so far. It's so even that it's everybody's like, who do you have in the playoffs or who you have in the finals? What's your prediction? It's just like, dog, I can't tell you. I don't know. I
just want to continue to see good basketball games.
It has like a March Madness type feel to it, which is a lot better because now like people are going to be more tuned in to watch. They're going to be more inclined to watch just because they don't know what's going to happen. Like it's not such a clear cut decision this year. So
it's like continually building like other fan bases that have diehards, but now like you start to get these other teams in there, like you get the Milwaukee's that are are relevant. You got, Memphis,
Phoenix,
Minnesota, Memphis, all those teams. Like
all these are. It's great for the league, bro. You love to see it. It makes it that's more exciting. Like the Lakers, who would have thought? Who would have thought?
I mean, the Lakers and Nets were like the 2 favorites. And they didn't even win a playoff game.
Didn't even get close.
What?
Not even close. Not even close,
bro. I seen someone bet $10,000 at the beginning of the year for the Lakers not to make the playoffs, and that paid like $100,000. Dude,
brilliant.
Exactly, because they were the favorites, like winning.
Think about that, bro.
It's insane. It's insane.
That must put you in a good mood anytime you think about it. Like,
oh yeah, like
just your entire year is just as soon as you see the Lakers starting to go pop, 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 pop.
I know you're Russ, just like, dude. When Russ is playing bad, you're just like, yes, please, thank you. Throw it away.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Throw it away.
Throw it away. Just betting on them playing bad is awesome.
Goddamn.
Bro, the last thing I want to say, like, bro, watching Luka Doncic is absolutely insane. I watch him, and it's like when I hoop and I play against younger kids, I see myself just doing slow step backs and shit, hitting NBA threes, and I'm just like, he's doing this to like 6, 8.
He's doing this to us.
Grown man, it just boom, and then just like,
and it's crazy too, bro. Like, I feel like one of these things that makes me feel like I live in a simulation. Dirk was just the same type of nice, just in a different package, but pretty
Different
much
way.
same
Not as much on the
European
ball,
white dude on the court in Dallas, taking over the whole town of Dallas. Like, it's unreal. And then you also have the same with like I feel like a lot of players mimic. I don't want to say they're a cut copy paste version, but like there's glimpses. You can see how the last generation influenced this generation with the way they play. And it's refreshing to see, bro, because like we have favorite players that we grew up watching, like the Kobe's, the LeBrons, the T-Max, like
AIs,
all those like now those
like
guys are they've kind of inspired a whole nother generation. And you see glimpses and flashes of that makes you like, oh, it feels familiar, but this is a completely new game. Like it's fun to watch Ja Morant go out there and play like Russ / T.Ross. It's fun to go out there and see freaking Anthony Edwards play like Jordan / James Harden / like any freaking combo guard you've seen in the last 20 years. So
it's crazy now too, because like when we were really young, like watching those guys, like we could just go mimic what they did from what we saw during the game. But like now this generation, even the guys that like Luka's only 23, it's insane. Like 6 years ago when he was 15, he could watch YouTube and you can like you could take like you can see how these guys' games have so much of all these different players because they're able to go. They're able to
look at every single player.
Yeah, they're able to instant access it and be like, oh, I want to go see how this player works. And like they're implementing it into their games, and it's like it's getting insane. Like and you got like a guy like Ja Morant that literally is just jumping over everyone. Like
it doesn't make sense, bro.
Dude, his bounce is fun.
It's fun to watch, though. I'm telling you, it's fun to watch. The NBA's in a good place.
Well, man, it was a good episode. We will catch everyone next week. Peace.
Yes, sir. Out of here.
Hey, I'm on PUBG right now. I'm about to do this training.
All right, let me know when you hop on.
All right,
just hop in the Discord some shit.
Have you been playing PUBG, like the actual?
Bro, I played a stream this morning for like 3 hours. The first hour and a half was all PUBG. I swear to God, my first 5 games, I was the first person to die. 1 headshot drop, like horrible. I played terrible. Then I get off stream. I played just now before this, and I top 10, top 5. Like it's fun as hell. You'll have fun.
Wait, I gotta do basic training. I gotta do basic training.
Yeah. Does it count? It's gonna say 10 and 10. You're gonna have to get all the way to 1.
AI training match.
Yeah, and it's cool because
I'm doing it right now.
Can you add me?
Can you do it with me?
Yeah, I can do it with you. Hold on, let me see. Go to. So you see your name at the bottom, right corner.
I already went into it.
All right, well, fuck it. Just let me know when you're done and hit me.
All right, I'm working on it.
I'm about to go eat.
I will.
Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to the show, what a wonderful delight. Patsy and T.Ross better chop up on the mic. Just sit back, have a laugh, catch a vibe, and enjoy the ride.